Hey everybody, welcome to our live stream. We are going to be talking a little bit about Whoop Wars Battleground Denver. I got, let's see here, the homie Jeff West to my left here. I got Mr. Joel from Hydra FPV down here. And then down in this corner, I got Mr. Dan Sagano from International Game of Whoop. Super excited to kind of all these guys and talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing this coming weekend. Super excited. Hey everyone, I'm Fishbowl FPV. You probably know me. I haven't seen you guys in like a year. I'm super excited to come to the race on Saturday, Sunday, Monday in Denver and see all of you guys again. But yeah, tonight I want to kind of talk about how we're going to get you registered. So we're going to actually do something we haven't done before. We have a new version of the pilot registrations, and it's actually called LeagueOS. Joe, can you kind of give me just a brief overview of what LeagueOS is in general?
I can. So, obviously, I'm wearing a Hydra FPV shirt. Obviously, Hydra was the original software platform that we've been working on behind the scenes and rolled out to a few people, kind of power and engagement for the YDFC.
I lost Joel. Oh, there we are.
Where did I cut off?
I saw, yeah. So you said that, sorry, you're wearing the Hydra shirt. We used to be Hydra, and now you are looking at making LeagueOS into what?
Yeah, so Hydra was all of the software that managed individual drone races. But what we discovered is that we needed more infrastructure to manage the youth leagues that we were spinning up here in Minnesota. And so the YDSC came about, and all of the software development that has been done to really power the YDSC is now being basically usable by a whole bunch of other entities. And so we are white labeling it. What that means, it basically means your own brand, and you get your own database, and it's just the software that sits on top of your data with your brand, and that's what we call a white label. And so right now we are rolling that out for today, specifically for Whoop Wars Battleground Denver. Where this goes in the future, it's very cool, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, so basically LeagueOS is going to be the newest iteration of where Hydra is going. So the whole Hydra director working through everything, that is kind of going to be fading into the distance, so to speak, and we're going to be moving into this new LeagueOS model. So with that, we're going to use it tonight for the first time. I'm going to have Greg pop up the link here in just a few minutes for you guys to go register. Now, what we've decided is we're going to open up registrations in 4 groups. So you're going to pick either group 1, 2, 3, or 4, and you're going to pick your pilot frequency. And on the right of each one, it's going to show how many are left. So if you see like 12 to 3, E2, and then in brackets it says 1, there's only 1 spot left for that. So if you want that number, you can get it now. But anyway, before we talk about that, I wanted to ask Jeff. Jeff, how is track racing going in Tiny Whoop Go? Have you guys seen some improvements in people's times?
From what I've seen so far, I know we got some new times up, but T-Dog right now is sitting on the top, followed right behind with Fastmax, which would have been reversed from last weekend if anybody pays attention to racing, drone racing at all. But right behind him is Bri5, Chicken Hawk, Lamp, myself, Silly Blind, which all these pilots are going to be there, by the way. All these people are on the roster and ready to race this weekend. So
awesome. Yeah, so I know that it's going to be a extremely fast event. I've watched T-Dog and Fastmax race before. We also have the second place, right? Daniel of International Game of Whoop 2.
Yep.
Season 2.
Achilles.
Achilles
Yeah. Is coming out from Indiana, and OG Dr. Love is coming from Maine. So a bunch of other really fast pilots from around the country.
Yeah. Some
I'm a little super
fast
bummed.
pilots.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fast pilots. I'm a little super bummed that we're not going to see AK. But maybe next time. Maybe next time he'll be able to come out and show T-Dog what's up. But we'll see. So
Yeah,
All right. Well,
that.
with that, I want to go ahead and move into registration and kind of talk about this a little bit. So registration is open now. If you go to the link that you see at the bottom of your screen, you're actually going to see this page right here. And I'm sorry, we'll pop the link up here in just a second, but here is what you're going to see. So you're going to see this new format. There it is right there. mqo.leaguesos.gg. Yep, leagues events, and then you'll find the event over on the calendar there, and then it goes in and you're going to click details. Once you get in there, this is the page you're going to see, and this is where you're going to register. It gives a little bit of overview of the rules, so the requirements for each micro quad, any additional notes that I wanted to make sure. One thing we are kind of still in the process of deciding is whether or not we're going to be doing track marshals. I've got people in both corners, and honestly, I think I'm just going to let y'all duke it out on day of and prove to me why you need marshals. But I'm going to start by going and saying no marshals, and we'll go from there. So there's all these informations on here. And then one thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be enabling SMS notification. If you guys know anything about the event that's going to be happening this weekend, we actually have not only the event at Full Send, we've got the space next door to Full Send, which used to be a CrossFit gym. Jesse Perkins from Tiny Whoop is going to be in there running line of sight games with no VTXs on the quad, so that way there's no chance that it actually messes with the video signals in the race itself. But he's going to have a bunch of the gates over there. He's going to have fun. I believe there's going to be a DJ over there as well. That's where all the pilot pits are going to be. So if you're not in the building racing or spectating, you're more than welcome to come over and party out with Jesse Perkins and the rest of everybody in the pits. In addition to being next door in that building, we're also going to have locations across Colorado, or across Denver, that you guys can go fly. We're going to have somebody just a few blocks down. There's a park down there that's really cool for freestyling. We're going to have somebody there. We're also going to have somebody on the south side of Denver, which is about 40 minutes away from the venue, where it's a bunch of office buildings. There's an office park. And so we wanted to give you guys the opportunity to receive text messages saying, hey, by the way, your heat is up in an hour. Get your butt back here. Because in part of the rules, we definitely aren't going to be waiting for you. So if you're not there for the time slot you signed up for, then you're not racing. So just so you know, that's going to be an option that we're going to have to do is SMS notifications. The other kind of change in rule in this is we are going to do 2-minute heats in qualifying, 3 minutes max time per heat. So the second bell, after 3 minutes is elapsed, you're going to hear a second bell. If you are still up in the air at that point, I'm going to call you back. So just so you know, if you're going a little bit slower, you're going to be able to, finish the lap that you're on up till 3 minutes after that 2-minute timer elapses. But as soon as 3 minutes hit, you got to land, and we'll just count your previous lap as your number of laps that you had. So those are some changes. But if you go to that website again, Greg, if you want to pop that up at the bottom there, this is where you're going to go. So if you scroll down just a little bit, and I don't know, can you scroll down on this, Greg?
So is it our Hydra account that's signed up there? Because I just tried to register my thing and it says this email already has an account.
Correct. Yep. So you're going to use your existing Hydra email and password, and all your information should pull over into your profile at that point. You may have to re-upload pictures, right, Joel?
Yeah, I actually changed my mind on that. You are going to have to reset your league tag, as we call it, or your alias. When you re-sign in, it's going to give you, when you sign in with your Hydra stuff, it's going to give you a tag of like a non-number random something. Go ahead and put in Skittles, Daniel, and then you can upload a custom picture specifically for this site if you want, or you can just leave the blank for now. For this coming weekend, the two are disconnected, so your Hydra profile is going to be used from before. So your profile picture that you're going to upload here will not impact this coming weekend. You'll want to continue to use the Hydra FTP application to upload the picture for this weekend if you want it. So eventually those two will come together in different ways, and we'll go over that when the time is right. Today is not that day.
Right. Today's not that day to talk about that, but just know that big things are coming in the world of League OS, formerly, Hydra Director. We got a lot of fun stuff happening there, so we're super excited to be powering this race, and obviously putting on this race, but we've got a great team over there at Full Send. Want to give a big shout out and thank you to Chris Burgess for hosting us at Full Send, and for Dave Eierlich for working absolutely his butt off over the past few weeks to get this event. He alone has set up the track, gotten quite a few sponsors. He actually got a local roofing company. They're our biggest sponsor to date currently for a cash. That actually just increases the cash prizes that these people are going to be getting when they race through. So big thank you to Dave for all of his work as well. I want to also call out, we're going to talk about this a little bit on the stream, but we do have a ton of sponsors. Thank you to Greg with Perspective Image. He's actually going to be running our live stream. We're going to have, I believe, Dan, you're going to be there. I know Liz might pop on the stream a little bit. Jeff, you're probably going to pop in the stream periodically. And I think we've got a couple others here and there that are going to be commenting on the stream too. So we're super excited to have all of our guest commentators for the weekend. You're not going to hear me much on the stream. I'm going to be busy directing the race. You might hear me in the background as some filler noise here and there, or when we have special announcements or anything, you'll hear me. But if you have any questions, before the race or anything, feel free to shoot me an email, a text, or anything. Let's see. Do we have any questions? OG Dr. Love would like to know, what's T-Dog's time? Do you have any idea of that, Jeff?
I do. T-Dog's time right now is, oh man, he's got sub 1 minute for 3 laps. I don't know if you guys can see it on the screen here, but it's, yep, 59.81 is what his three lap time is, followed closely by T-Max with 1 minute 10 seconds. Fry 5 with 1 minute, oh sorry, hold on, here we got Fast Max with 1 minute 10 seconds and 24, there you guys can see it.
There we go.
There's
yeah.
the leaderboard right now. Top 10. How about that?
That's great. Yeah, so Chicken Hawk was somebody that joined us down in Wichita for Whoops in Wonderland. He's from Oklahoma, Is that right, Jeff?
Yeah, he's from Oklahoma City, or right up in, I think, with the Woodward area. I believe.
Yeah, so, and he joined us in Wichita, and his first time at a big race, right? Wasn't that his first bigger event in Whoops in Wonderland?
Yeah, it was one of his bigger races. Yep.
And he schooled all of us.
he was pretty fast.
I'm excited to see what he can do. But yeah, it's gonna be a good race. I'm super excited about it. So go right now, obviously, to the website. I'm going to put it in the description of both the YouTube and the Facebook. I will toss it out on the Facebooks as well, so that way you guys can go and register. Pick the time that you want. We want to make sure that you get the frequency and the time slot that you want, and we want to make sure that we have a great day. So it looks like right now 4 people have already gone through and captured their spots. So 4 of y'all already get to pick what you want. So we're super excited. The other thing is, when you do log in, make sure you go to your profile and change your league tag. So your league tag is your pilot name. So for example, mine obviously it used to be Anon 4587 or something like that. It's now Pitchbull FPV. So just make sure you put that in there and then click Save Changes at the top right, and that will get your league tag updated.
Is the picture thing not work right now? I tried to upload a picture and it's not letting me. A profile picture.
Should work. I'll take a look at it.
Joel doesn't write bugs.
Yeah,
they're unexpected features.
I don't see any approval thing. I can click on it. I can click on my picture. I can crop it, and then
save in the top right.
It says seat registered. I can click that.
I mean, people are registering. People are going in and.
Yeah, no, I registered. I just can't make my picture work. That's the only.
Oh, okay. Well, Dio GTS got his up and running real quick.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh wait, maybe because I had that other thing blocking. Oh, I had the once you register it, you have to like close the little thing that says "Congratulations, you registered" or whatever, and then you can.
Congratulations.
Save. Then you can see the save button.
Got it. There's the save button. So if you register and you get the congratulations message, make sure you click the X to say congratulations and X out of it. So let's see here. I actually don't have the Facebook stream pulled up here right this second, but I should grab it to see if there's any comments or questions over there. on that video. Let's see. Joel looks like you've been watching it a little bit, so. Yep, so I'm just going to read what you said just to get an idea, and we can show this as well. So, area on the profile. How do I share screen on vMix? I don't know how to do that, actually. Oh, screen sharing. There it is. All right, share. So, in the section here, SMS notifications in your profile, that's where you're actually going to go ahead and put in your phone number and then click Save Changes at the right. It will then allow us to send you SMS notifications. And Joel, is there, I forget if our SMS software does a verification where it's like, then send this code and then send it back?
Well, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I haven't wired it up yet. So all I need to do right now is collect some SMS numbers. We'll cross that bridge on Friday, because that's what we do. We do it a day before. Maybe Saturday morning.
Hey, there's nothing like working under pressure, and it's not like you haven't been busy. You obviously have the YDSC. You had state championship last week at Mall of America. That went awesome. I watched a ton of the streams. You guys were rocking and rolling. How many pilots did you have in Minnesota at the Mall of America?
Well, for state, we were probably around 45, I think. But that included our collegiate pilots as well. And that was maybe only about half the pilots that were flying regularly. So, yeah, COVID's still a thing, so people are still very timid. I mean, and I don't blame them. Like, middle schoolers and high schoolers can't get vaccinated, so they, take on the parents and schools. Like, schools it's very difficult to get them to sanction something and send their kids out. And private schools are a completely different animal, and so yeah, it was just weird. So I would have liked a turnout of 100 plus, which I know we could have done in a non-COVID year, but here we are. So I'm happy with 45.
Right.
Yep, I agree.
And then so you're obviously going to be helping us out with Wolf Wars Battlegrounds this weekend, kind of being our tech from afar a little bit if we have any problems. Knock on wood, you don't write bugs, so I should be fine the entire weekend without you, but you'll be there if I need you. And then after that,
we'll cover it up.
Yeah, and then after that, tell us what you got going on the weekend after Wolf Wars Battlegrounds.
Well, we have nationals for the YDSC, which is actually going to be a smaller group than our state, but we have pilots flying in from across the country. In particular, Vanadium is coming up, I know. We have Easy Racer from Chicago,
nice.
Flyboy from Wichita, and some other big names. So I believe Kansas City's bringing up a couple pilots.
Oh, Quad Boy's coming up?
Quad Boy's
awesome.
coming up, yeah. Yeah. And then I think
awesome.
we have some from Florida maybe flying up, as well as Alabama. So I mean, yeah, they're starting to roll in. So the program is starting to grow as we expected, and we are going to be flying. We're going to be flying a go-kart track, chasing go-karts. It's going to be freaking awesome. And then we have a laser tag arena and a Nerf arena that we'll be flying in, and we have some pretty fun concepts to do with that. So yeah, it'll be a pretty lit championship. I'm pretty excited for it. So.
Yeah, I'm actually making the trek up as well, so I get to finally see Joel in person again, and the first time in a year and a half or something. So I'm super excited to see you guys, hang out with you guys at Mall of America. So, well, good. Well, I don't see any other questions in either one of the live streams. Jeff, obviously, on the top right corner there is racing the track. If you haven't had a chance to go practice the track yet, it is available both in the Tiny Whoop Go simulator and the Velocidrone simulator. You hit that gate, by the way, Jeff. And then feel free to go practice it. It's a loose interpretation of the track. Just remember that when you get there, some stuff might look a little different. So definitely get the feel of what our space looks like at full send, but this is not a direct representation of what you're going to see when you're there. So I can already.
I have actually seen the track from some video messages, and it looks phenomenal. So if you have not got a ticket, go buy a ticket right meow. And come join us. The majority of us. Boo, Joel's not coming. But come hang out with us. Come meet Skittles. Come meet myself. Come meet Taylor. Come meet Jesse Perkins. Go fly some 5-inch freestyle. Go do it all, man. It's like a circus, like Dave said.
Yeah, we're going to have a ton of fun. We really wanted to make this kind of a carnival-style event, so to speak. So we're going to have Bumper from Colorado is going to be bringing in some of his games. So super excited about having those on site. We're going to have food trucks both days too. So if you get hungry and you don't want to drive somewhere to get food, you're more than welcome to order from the food trucks. I believe we have a barbecue truck and a taco truck. And I forget which day is which. That's Chris Burgess's. Really, he's running that portion of it. So great. Well, I think I'm good. I'm ready to go. I'm super excited about hosting this race and having you guys all out there. Dan, do you have any closing thoughts on what you're expecting to see when you're going to be here?
I'm just excited to see because I've never been to Full Send, so I've just seen lots of live streams and pictures and stuff. So
you're in for a treat, my
friend.
friend.
Treat, Dan.
Yeah.
Yes.
That group 2 is filling up that 12-3 spot. It looks like 6 of the 8 people have jumped on and are already driven that 12-3. So if you're watching and you're a registered full, Wolf Wars Battleground Denver pilot, you better get in there and register fast because those seats are filling up quick. So
Yep.
There we go. There's another one.
There's the name. Yep, I was going to say.
that's
I was going to say
Yeah.
one more time. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again here real quick. Go into your profile here, change your picture, change your league tag to what your pilot name is, and put your number down here in SMS notifications and click save. That'll help us make sure that we're all set to go. Read the rules that we have posted on that front page too. We've got a lot going on, and we want to make sure that you have a good time while you're here. So. With that, I wanted to thank everybody. I want to thank Jeff, obviously, for hopping on, showing us a little bit of the track and kind of go. Thank you. I'm super excited to see you again and carpool with you, meet you, and ride out with you. I get to hang out with you a little bit more than everybody else does. But super excited for that.
Yeah.
Joel, you'll be here in spirit. I might actually make a cardboard cutout of you to put in the corner. Just with your
We should.
Perfect. And then Dan,
you want a good mug shot of my face, and you can just paste on some
you
Robert
need the
Downey Jr.
little
type
robot
thing.
like Jesse had at the race in New Jersey.
Oh,
Little
yeah.
remote Joel.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll have a
What do they
remote
call that? Put it on the
It was like
Segway.
a thing
Surrogate
that you could
kind of
buy.
thing?
It was
Surrogate?
like a product.
Surrogate.
Yeah. It wasn't like I thought it was a thing they hacked together, but it was like a thing that you can buy.
Oh, really? Wow. That's great.
Yeah, it's like a tablet.
And Dan,
with
obviously, I'm super excited to see
Tablet
you
on
in
a
this.
Segway.
I haven't seen you guys with Invitational.
Yeah.
That was Invitational 2019.
19. Yeah. Because there wasn't even a 2020 Invitational.
It wasn't even 2020, so yeah. Well, good, guys. Well, with that, I want to give another thank you to Greg with Perspective Image. He's going to be hosting our live stream all weekend. If you don't already follow him, go out to Facebook, go out to YouTube, follow Perspective Image. Give him some thanks for throwing together this stream. I literally text Greg and I said, hey, I want to go live in 30 minutes. Can you make it happen? And he said, yep, let's do it. So thank you to everything you do, Greg. You're amazing. You help power all these events. So Greg is awesome. Yeah. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, with that, good night, everybody.
Guys,
Thanks for tuning in. See you on the weekend.
yeah, get psyched. Get psyched. Denver. Yeah.
Yeah.